This used to be such a quiet place. You never got the noise that there is now. Chainsaws off in front of the camera somewhere, and off to the left they're still excavating, digging an area of Budby South Forest to eradicate and get rid of the cordite. Apparently they've been here now about 16 months and it's still like one big giant sandpit. But it's February the 15th today. The sun's out. There's been a good frost overnight, but now it's warming up. So it's oil beetle time, and this is the first visit to see whether the oil beetles are out, if one or two are out. From my reckoning, this is my earliest date, probably the earliest date in Nottinghamshire, unless people know otherwise. So it's a case of walking around and checking those south-facing banks and any areas of bare ground and pathways. We'll see if we can find one of these fantastic beetles. They'll be nowhere near the full size yet, but just to see one is another indication of the start of the invertebrate recording season. And straight away we've got one. This is fairly large actually. They can be much smaller than this. This one is looking for a sheltered spot on this bank in order to capture the rays of the sun. It's still, well, it's late morning now here, but I just walked, this is my usual spot, but I just walked up here and found this one that's now settled down again to sunbathe. It looks like this one, and it's settling down for a bit of sunbathing, but I'm pleased, but not surprised at this early date. I'm not surprised at all, saying it was mild and if not pleasantly warm yesterday once the sun came out, and today is the same. So this is one early bird, so to speak. Another possible early bird that I wouldn't be at all surprised to see today is not only the brimstone butterfly and peacock butterfly, but the orange underwing moth. It can't be much longer before the first of those, which is a day flying moth. It's a beautifully handsome moth, gorgeous orange underwings, and it favours heathlands and the Sherwood Forest area, and that's a nice moth, usually seen flying at treetop height during the day, smaller than the small tortoiseshell, with a quite distinct fluttery flight. I wouldn't be at all surprised if one of those isn't on the wing. Not on the wing, of course, is this chap, who from what I can see is either starting to have something to eat. So there is a breeze today. It's a slightly cool breeze, but it's not too bad. Clearly, it's not having too much of an effect here. And any other oil beetles that are at, they'll be in these sheltered places, tucked away in amongst tussocks of grass. And the bank that this one is on is spoiled from an area that was scraped a number of years ago. And for me, it's always produced the first oil beetles for these last few years. So there we are, 15th of February, and an oil beetle out already on Budby South Forest, despite all the commotion.